What way I am going to explain myself for you the subjects. First of all, I just give the uninteresting topic of history that you will not much enjoy because kings and their achievement extent are very interesting to read. So, just to start with the um, testless topics. What is the Mahajanpad? Okay, Mahajanpad were the 16 powerful kingdom or republic that emerged in the ancient India during the 6th century BC. These kingdoms were characterized by the large size, powerful armies, and complex administrative systems. Key feature of the Mahajanpada first is large size. Mahajanpad were the large kingdom that covered vast territories, powerful armies. These kingdoms maintained powerful armies that enabled them to expand the territory and defeated themselves against a rival kingdom. Next was complex administrative system. Mahajanpad had complex administrative system that includes a king and council of ministers and a bureaucracy. Fourth was economic prosperity. These kingdoms were economically prosperous with the trade and commerce flourishing within the territory. List of the 16 Mahajanpadas: Magad, second is Kusal, Vazi, Gandhar, Kuru, Panchal, Chedi, Matsya, Sursena, Bithihotra, Asaka, Avanti, Kasi, Mall, Saurashtra and Kamboj. These were the 16 Mahajanpadas at that time, and its downfall, some of the causes I am going to mention. These Mahajanpadas declined due to various factors including internal conflict. Many of the Mahajanpadas were plagued by internal conflict including power of struggle and succession disputes. External invasion: the Mahajanpadas faced external invasion including the Persian invasion of India in the 6th century BCE. Economic decline: many of the Mahajanpadas experienced economic decline including a decline in trade and the commerce. Legacy of the Mahajanpadas: the Mahajanpadas played an important role in shaping the course of Indian history. They laid the foundation of Mauryan Empire. The Mahajanpadas laid the foundation of Mauryan Empire, which united much of the India under a single ruler. Promoted the trade and commerce: the Mahajanpadas promoted trade and commerce, which helped to establish India as a major economic center. Developed complex administrative systems: the Mahajanpada developed complex administrative systems and viable systems, which helped to lay the foundation of modern governance in India. Okay. After that, an overview of Mauryan Empire. Founding and expansions: Mauryan Empire was founded by Chandragupta Maurya in 322 BCE. After he overthrew the Nand dynasty, Chandragupta was a young prince who had been exiled by the Nand king. He has helped by the Brahmin teacher Chanakya, who is also known as Kautilya. Chandragupta expanded the empire by capturing much of the northern India, including the Indus Valley and Ganges Valley. He also conquered part of modern-day Pakistan and Bangladesh. Administration and governance: the Mauryan Empire was known for its efficient and centralized administration. The empire was divided into provinces, each governed by the governor, who was responsible for collecting taxes, maintaining law and order, and upholding the empire's law. The Mauryan Empire also had a well-organized bureaucracy with a large number of officials who were responsible for various tasks such as taxation, justice, and public work, economy, and trade. The Mauryan Empire was a major economic power with a strong agriculture sector and a thriving trade network. The empire traded with other countries in the region, including China, Greece, and Rome. The Mauryan Empire was also known for its advanced irrigation system, which helped to support agriculture and trade. Culture and society: the Mauryan Empire was a culturally rich and diverse society with a strong tradition of art, literature, and philosophy. The empire was home to many famous scholars and philosophy, including Chanakya and Aryabhatta. The Mauryan Empire was also known for its tolerance of different religion and culture. The empire was home of many different religious communities, including Hindus, Buddhists, and Jains. Decline and fall. The Mauryan Empire declined and fall in the 2nd century BCE due to combination of internal and external factors. The empire was weakened by the internal conflict and corruption, and was eventually overrun by the external invaders, including Indo-Greek kingdom and the Sung Empire. Key figures: Chandragupta Maurya 322-298 BCE, founder of the Mauryan Empire. Bindusar 298-273, son of Chandragupta Maurya and second emperor of the Mauryan Empire. Ashoka the Great 273-232 BCE, grandson of Chandragupta Maurya and third emperor of the Mauryan Kingdom. He is also known for his conversion to Buddhism and his effort to spread Buddhism throughout the empire. Chanakya 370-282, Brahmin teacher and advisor to Chandragupta Maurya. He is also known for treatise and statecraft on the statecraft. The Arthashastra. Key dates: 322 BC, Chandragupta Maurya found the Mauryan Empire. 298 BC, Bindusar became the second emperor of the Mauryan Empire. 273 BC, Ashoka the Great became the third emperor of the Mauryan Empire. 232 Ashoka the Great dies and the Mauryan Empire begins to decline. 185 BC, the Mauryan Empire is eventually overrun by the Sung dynasty. Okay, now we will talk about some key terms of the Mauryan Empire. By each head administrative term: Janapada, a province of the territorial division of the Mauryan Empire. Rajuka, a group of officials responsible for administrating justice and collective taxes. Purohitaj, a chief priest and a spiritual advisor to the emperor. And Senapati, a commander-in-chief of the Mauryan army. Economic term: Kosh, a treasury or a storehouse for emperor's wealth. Ratna, a type of precious stone or gemstone used in the Mauryan Empire. Purusha, a unit of measurement of land or area. Kar, a type of tax of tribute paid to the emperor. Social and cultural term: Varna, a social class or caste system in the ancient India. Ashramas, a stage of life or social institution in ancient India. Dharma, a concept of righteousness, duty, and morality in ancient India. Arth, a concept of wealth, prosperity, and economic well-being in ancient India. Geographical term: Patliputra, the capital of the Mauryan Empire, located in the modern-day Patna, Bihar. Magad, a region in ancient India and corresponds to modern-day Bihar and parts of Uttar Pradesh. Kaling, a region in ancient India and corresponds modern-day Odisha. Taxila, a city in ancient India that was an important center of learning and culture located in modern-day Pakistan. And Arthashastra, which pays much information about Mauryan empires, from which we have incorporated some key points which I would like to mention here because I think it is important. This has been taken from the Arthashastra. Administrative terms: Rajya, the state and kingdom. Raja, the king and ruler. Mantri, a minister or advisor to the king. Senapati, a commander-in-chief of the army. Yuvraj, the crown prince or heir apparent. Economic terms: Kosh, the treasury and storehouse of the state. Ratna, a precious stone and for the Pursaj, a unit of measurement of land and area. Kar, a type of tax and tribute paid of the state. Vritti, a type of occupation or profession. Social and cultural. Varna, A social class and caste system, ashram a stage of life and social institution, dharma a concept of righteousness, duty and morality, arts a concept of wealth, prosperity, economic well-being, karma a concept of pleasure and sensual enjoyment, the military term chaturang a type of army formation of strategy, aksauni a unit of measurement for the army, patti a type of military formation of deployment, and view a type of military formation of strategy. Other terms: Doot a messenger or a envoy, Gupt a secret agent or spy, Chandal a member of low caste and outcast group, Sreni a guild and association of merchants, artisan. These terms are based on the Arthashastra, a treatise on statecraft and governance written by Kautilya, a minister, and Mauryan Emperor Chandragupta Maurya. So Guru, you can also say, okay, this is the fact. Much of the terms have been repeated. Earlier what I have been given, that is a general term, and after that second part which I have been given, keyword head, that is completely from the book Arthashastra of Chanakya. So don't confuse, and it is better that that has been repeated 2 times. You will have to note it very easily. So note it, see the things repeatedly, so you can get it in mind easily and make your preparation start. Much time not left, and I don't think now any time has been left to waste. So keep your mobile off, switch off your all other comfort mode, and start to the discomfort zone, or you may say you should avoid the comfort zone. Come out from the comfort zone and go ahead. Success is waiting for you. All the best.